you see those Chinese kids on pianos, and they're like that, and they're amazing, and they're off, and everyone goes, oh, it's amazing. He's like, not really. I've just done it since I was 3. Yeah. It's literally all I've done.
It's like when you're learning to wipe your ass, if you're also learning, you know, like you don't think about wiping your ass, do you?
It's not that difficult though, is it?
You gotta learn it though, don't you? It can be hard. Hi, it's Johnny from Isaac, and we are back again for another episode of Isaac Chats. And today we are joined by my old friend and actor, Jack P. Shepherd. Yeah, thanks for coming down, Jack. As you know, Chats, it's all about, let's talk about creatives, artists, actors, whatever it might be, and just finding out a little bit about them. Like, obviously, I want to talk a little bit about your career, but, you know, I kind of want to take it, you know, away from Corey necessarily, and just talk about you a little bit and about your creative process and stuff like that. I tell you what's easiest is let's go right back to the start. You started at a really young age.
10. We started like same time, didn't we?
Yeah, roughly.
So, 10. But I always had an interest in films and acting from the age of 4. We just used to watch films constantly over and over and over, didn't we?
Yeah.
On a loop. So I'd wake up, watch films. And there were films not like, you know, Mary Poppins. They were like The Shining and Scarface and Carlito's Way and all that from like a really, really young age.
I remember, I think it was on like my 10th birthday, we went to Blockbusters and got either your mum or my dad to rent Dusk Till Dawn.
Yeah.
And I remember like my dad were a bit like, can you watch this?
Yeah,
and we were like, yeah,
it's
18.
Fine. But no, yeah. And then from watching films at a young age, I used to act out scenes, reenact scenes in my bedroom. Then me and you got a camcorder and we'd make films, wouldn't we? So yeah, that was fun. And then I think it was one summer holidays, I had nothing to do, but my school was really, I was really failing at school. I was doing really shit, and there was nothing in my books. I wasn't really interested in anything. Because they didn't do drama at primary school or anything like that.
You might have done a play in year 6.
But that was like leaving play, that were it.
Yeah.
So, my schooling was really bad. There was nothing in my books. I'd write the date and the title and nothing else. And my mum was tearing her hair out one parents' evening. And she was like, well, I don't know what to do. And he was like, well, what does he do when he goes home? She says nothing, just watches films all day. And that's it. And she went, well, maybe take him to a drama club or something like that. So she went to this drama school, and I was there a day, and the principal of the drama school, Mrs. Jackson, said...
Big shout out to Mrs. J down at stage.
She pulled my mum in for a meeting afterwards, and so my mum was shitting herself thinking that I'd been told off or something. She went, oh, no, I want to send him for an audition. I think he's got some talent. So my mum was like, eh? She went, yeah, has he got a CV? She was like, a CV is 10. What are you talking? So she managed to get something together. So I'd not done any acting. I've been only acting a day. And I got in for the audition. It was for Where the Heart Is at YTV. And I went in jeans, t-shirt, and then there were all these kids in blazers. And I remember thinking, oh, fuck, I'm underdressed for this. So anyhow, they called me in first, Jack Shepherd. So I was Jack Shepherd then, not Jack P. Shepherd. So then I went into the room with, there was this guy and he had this hat on and it said director.
I wonder who he was.
Yeah. So he's chatting to me and he's going, oh, Jack, you've not been acting long, I see. I thought, a day. Didn't tell him that. And he went, what experience have you got? Have you done any things before? So I just said first thing that came into my head. So I went, yeah, Bugsy Malone. I've done that, which I hadn't. And he went, all right, okay. And
sing us a song.
Did you do? Yeah, literally. Yeah. He went, did you do that at your school? I was just thinking of a film that I'd seen with kids in.
Yeah.
So I said that, Bugsy Malone. He went, all right, great. What part were you? Were you Bugsy Malone? I went, no. And he went, who were you? And for the life of me, I panicked and I couldn't think of anyone. And I just says, well, I ain't actually done it. I've just seen it. I've seen the film.
Got yourself out of that one.
Right. But he laughed his head off, and it works. He gave me the part.
In Grange Hill, my first part, I was a bit older than you when you started. got down at last few, and Phil Redmond, is it? Phil Redmond, who does used to own Mersey TV. He were viewing all kids for final one, and I went in a Leeds shirt, and I think Leeds were playing Liverpool at that time, and I just started giving him a load of shit and a load of jip, and he were really laughing about it, and and he were got dirty Leeds and all that. It's like 12-year-olds, and then that must have kind of sealed the deal, really. Like a lot of kids, I bet they walk in and they're just like, be nice, don't say smile. Yeah. But nobody wants that shit.
No, because when you're on a film set, they want you to, when the cameras are rolling, be cheeky, be naughty. And as soon as they say, right, cut, then you might sort of like want to carry them and just stop.
We've got stuff to do.
We've got stuff now. So it's like be an adult sometimes.
Yeah.
And then also when to be a kid as well. Yeah, can be a difficult situation growing up on a film set or a TV set, because you are surrounded by actors all the time and adults. Yeah. But they want you to sort of be a kid when the cameras are on, but be completely professional when they're not. So
and gotta know exactly what's going on at all times. Like you know, these days if I ever teach adults and they're talking about sets and stuff, or you know, like you'll see like an SA go to a set for the first time and they're like, but like growing up around it, it becomes second nature, doesn't it? But it can be quite daunting,
I suppose.
Especially for a kid.
Yeah, especially. But then I suppose there's that thing at the time, maybe you don't really know the magnitude of the situation of what you're in, so you probably just act like a, you know, you not sort of water off a duck's back. So it probably goes over your head. Yeah, probably that as well.
Yeah. It's true, like as an adult you create barriers for yourself, don't you? I can't do this, or this is out of my league. But as a kid you're just like, I've got no responsibility, I'm going to go home and get a McDonald's. Don't matter, does it?
Hello? Hello?
Yeah, who is it?
Some woman.
Okay.
Can I have a necklace cake, Mum?
Hello?
I've got something to tell you about Jerry.
Like, growing up and coming through, so obviously before Corrie and what everybody knows you for, you did a fair few jobs, and some that not that many people know about. Like, I remember you did one with Lisa Riley, didn't you?
Yes. Well, that was a pilot for, it was supposed to be the next Only Fools and Horses. So Only Fools and Horses had just finished, and they got the director, Tony Dow, I think he was called, of Only Fools and Horses, to direct it, and it was really pumped by the BBC. They had this scripts and everything, and Lisa Riley she'd come out of Emmerdale, and it was sort of like her first gig, and I was playing her son, and it was like a dysfunctional family growing up in a council estate in London.
We shot in front of a studio
audience. Yeah, we had that. We rehearsed for a couple of weeks, and then we filmed in front of a studio audience. Yeah, and it didn't work because I think she got offered something else, pantomime or something. I can't remember what it was, but she went off to go do something else. Eddie Marsden's in it.
Who's he?
Eddie Marsden from what's his chops?
Ray Donovan.
That's it. He's in
Ray
that.
Donovan.
Have you seen that?
Yeah.
It plays his brother.
Right. Okay.
His brother in that, and it was his first job, this pilot, and he said that he just yeah. He said he hated his job. He worked in a factory, and he packed it all in and tried to get himself an agent. At 40, started acting.
Holy shit!
Yeah,
it's late in the game, is that?
Yeah,
really late.
He's done really well though. He's done really well.
Yeah, absolutely. So what were it like in front of a studio audience?
Fine, because I suppose we'd always been on stage, hadn't we?
Yeah.
So we'd always done shows, big theatres, like 2,000-seater theatres. So you had to do a studio audience. It was great, actually. It was really good. Really enjoyed it.
I've never had that before, and I've always had a soft spot. I don't think it's like groundbreaking television, but I've always had a soft spot for, you know, like audience, studio audience shows, like you know, your Friends and Big Bang and all that. But I'm not quite, you know, I've never worked on it, so I've always wondered, you know, like, is it literally, can we get you laughing now, or?
Well, no, hopefully you do it, and hopefully they laugh at the bits. I mean, they're all psyched up, aren't they?
Yeah, of course they are. Yeah,
they have a warm-up guy and everything.
Fill them with candy.
Yeah,
all that
so
jazz.
Hopefully they laugh at the bits they're meant to, which I think they did. I've got it on video.
Oh, well, I remember watching it. I remember watching it when we were kids. Yeah, and I was like, "Oh, this is it, your big make or break," and then
it
went another path.
Broke. It didn't make.
So that obviously then you got on a Corrie, didn't you?
Yeah.
Which is a big life changer. That's what everybody knows you for.
Yeah.
How long are we talking now, Jack?
It's It's 19 years just gone, so it's 20 in April.
I thought you were near at 15. Jesus.
No, yeah.
That's mad. Like, you've got your cast of Corrie. You get your people who leave on buses to Spain.
Yeah.
But then you've got your solid top 10, haven't you? How long ago were it? Do you reckon that you broke into that? Because David Platt's got to be one of the most recognisable characters on that show.
I think it's because he's a Platt. I'm lucky enough to be in the Platt family. Do you know what I mean? So you're up against it sometimes when you come in as a new family, and they immediately hit you with storylines, and then the audience sometimes don't take to them because they go, well, I'm not sure I agree with this family quite yet. Do you know what I mean? You have to sort of break them in steady. And obviously Helen's been there for 45 years now. Sue, who plays Audrey, she's just done 40 years. So when you're coming in and that's your mum and gran.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's a hell of a lot easier for you.
Yeah.
But no, it's great. I was with them all last night actually at the Soap Awards.
Oh yeah.
We did really well actually.
Did you?
Yeah, we won quite a lot.
Oh.
I didn't. So
You've got to have a year off, Jack. Come on, calm down. Yeah. You've got to have a year off.
But no, Sue won lifetime achievement thing.
Oh, go girl.
For getting the 40 years.
Wow.
But yeah, she's still so humble. The pair of them, even though they've done 40, 45 years, they're still not that sure whether they're that good.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they're like, oh, is that okay?
Any notes for me?
Yes, it is okay. Of course it is. It's fine. Yeah. She went, oh, am I doing it right, Jack? I'm like, yeah. And then just still doesn't know quite where to stand. And I'm like, the camera's there, try and find that. You need to make sure your face isn't covered with this. Do you know what I mean? Little things that I'm still having to tell her.
Bless them.
I know, but they have got hearts of gold.
Yeah.
Hearts of gold.
Who's some of your favourites that you've worked with?
You see, for different reasons.
You can give me a bunch.
I cannot do scenes with Jimmy Harkishan. I cannot. I cannot physically do them. He's ridiculous. He's whatever is on the page, he won't say.
He'll just find a way around it.
Find a way around something. He had a line once where I was proposing to someone or I just got engaged or something, and we're in the Rovers, and his line is, "This calls for some champagne." That's his line. Right. What came out with, "Hey, let's go get some bubbly." I was like, what are you doing?
Oh, he's a character, isn't he?
Oh,
he's an absolute character.
Absolutely makes me laugh. So can't do scenes with him. Can't do scenes with Simon Gregson, because his eyes are insanely funny. You just look at him and laugh. But that's the beauty of that show, that you do go into work and you can sort of mess around.
Yeah.
You can have a laugh. It's very laid back.
And it's
there's
like
no egos.
Yeah, and it's like a family. Like, obviously, I were in it a long time ago now, but since I've been working, my job as an actor is come in for 3 weeks and go. Right. Maybe 6 weeks go, sometimes 2 days.
Yes.
Now, companies go out of the way to really make you feel welcome, but you, again, playing against your own head. I'm new. Who's this? Getting a feel for it. At Corrie, with that whole thing of, we all know each other.
Yeah.
And it sets a really different working atmosphere for TV.
We all go out as well. So, like, after work, I think that's a telling thing. After we've all finished work, we go out as well. So it's like we spend all day with these people and we still want to socialise out.
That says a lot.
It says a lot. Weekends, I'm ringing cast members up, crew up, and saying, "Are you around? Let's go for a beer," or whatnot. So that is a proper telling thing. That. So I think that's a reason why. Well, obviously it's a reason why I suppose the show stayed on as long.
I was going to say, because that bleeds over onto screen all the time.
Everything, yeah.
It's like when you're making a comedy. If nobody's having fun doing it, it's never funny.
Yes.
And it's the same thing. If people are enjoying making something, it somehow comes across on screen, doesn't it?
You got a beer? Right. So, you only get charged with money laundering. I get charged with theft as well. What did you tell them?
The truth. Well, most of it, anyway.
Okay, we had a deal.
Yeah, and I did think about going along with that. I really did, but then I thought, nah, why should I?
Because I trusted you.
Oh, come on. Come on, Nick. Let's not pretend we both trust each other. Really? And anyway, it was me taking all the risks.
All right, if you think you're getting my half of the business...
Well, you're going to have a hard time getting it back, aren't you, since how we got that deed of transfer? Yeah, you're right, you know. I suppose it's the best thing I've ever done, signing it. No, easy. But you want to add assault to those other charges as well?
If I go down, you'll pay for it.
Well, if you go down, it'll only be what you deserve anyway, so I'm not going to feel too guilty about that. Now go on, get out. Trespassing.
Obviously, you've been in people's been in people's living rooms and on TVs for 18 and 19 years. Like, I did it for 3, and it really takes over your life, doesn't it? As well. I can only imagine what that's like for 20 years. Do you know what I mean? Like, have you got some funny stories of fucking idiots giving you grief or all that? Do you know what I mean? Like, because, like I say, I was shocked that I were hardly in it, me. I might as well have been an extra. And yet people are still shouting your name and pulling you over, and you can't literally leave your house.
Yeah, I got... It wasn't actually directed at me, but I was with the cast member at the time. So there was me and Chris Gascoigne, who plays Peter Barlow, walking down the street, and we sees this guy over the road. And you know, like when you're walking towards someone, and you can see the realisation in his eyes that he recognises us. But he's suited and booted, right? He's like a solicitor or something like that, you know, a professional... normal guy, walking down the street, briefcase, coat, tie and everything, and he saw us, and he sort of like got past Chris, and he went, "Where's your dad, Ken?" Like that. So we just sort of looked at him, and he went, "Oh God, I'm really sorry. I don't know why I said that." So we went, "It's all right." He went, No, it's not. That's God. Yeah, you must get that all the time. What was I thinking?
And then you just walk in the middle of the road and a double-decker bus.
Because some people lose their head.
Yeah, they lose their shit.
They see you, and they've no idea what's coming out of their mouth, but they feel the need to record this moment in history, because it might never happen again. So whatever they say, they have to say something. Yeah. And it's moments like that are brilliant.
It's odd, and I think it's so unique to the soap world, because even if there's an actor that's on TV quite a lot and going from this, that to the other, it's kind of like the changing faces, changing roles. But with a soap, you literally become a piece of somebody's property, because you are an ornament in their living room. Do you know what I mean?
I hate that. You know, if you're walking down the street and you'll get someone go, "Smile."
Yeah, and it's like, I'm not here to entertain you.
No.
I'm living my own life.
Walk down the street like a psychopath, going like that.
Yeah, all the time.
What would you think of me then if I was doing that?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
But they've not. Yeah, it's that. I mean, I would never think to say to someone and shout with venom, "Smile." Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because you've no idea what's going on in that person's head.
Yeah.
You don't know who they are. They could be having a really bad day. The parent might be dying of cancer, and they're thinking of that. And you've just, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And especially when
that's a bug. That's a real bug. That.
And especially when somebody's shouted "smile" at you 4 times already that day.
Yeah.
It's like, you don't want anybody to have bad misconceptions of you.
No.
You don't.
No.
But it's that whole thing, I gotta live my life. I'm gonna have bad days, or even if I'm not here to entertain you. I'm out shopping. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Smile.
Most people are nice.
Yeah.
The only times I ever would say no for a photo is if I'm eating, or I've got my children, if I'm with my kids. Yeah. And I've literally, like, while I'm eating in a restaurant with my 2 children, very small, people coming up with pictures and just sitting down next to us and recording us. And they don't think, I got this one guy, brilliant, walking down the canal, and I'm on the way into work. And these 2 kids, I've got my headphones in, and these 2 young lads, about 16, 17, they're walking past me, and they do the rubberneck. And then as I walk past, the song that I'm listening to fades, like the song finishes. So I hear him say, David Platt, Jack. So I turn round. Now the guy's got a phone and he's just recording me. just recording me, and he's going, yeah, it's you off TV, innit? It's you off TV. I'm like, what? And he goes, yeah, what you gonna do? Do something. I thought, do something? I went, mate, are you alright? He went, yeah, come on, yeah. Like, just recording me. So I went, mate, do you know how weird you look now? You're just filming a stranger walking down the street. You're filming me. And he goes, yeah. And you could see the realisation sort of dawning on him. What the fuck am I doing?
Yeah.
What am I doing?
It's like they're under a spell, innit?
Yeah.
That's what I mean, because usually between
phones,
you and them is a glass screen.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you take that glass screen away and people are still talking as if you're not in the room. It's odd. So I suppose, so moving now away from Corrie, for a long time it was kind of like you was contractually obligated to not do anything else.
Yeah, they've relaxed those barriers now.
Which is really cool because, like, obviously, I saw you, 6 months ago or so, we went for food, and you showed me a few shorts that you'd done, and...
Yeah, well, I've only done one. Have I done one? Yeah, I've done one. I did one short. That went really well. Really well. We got... we were on the long list for a Bafta.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so we didn't make the short list.
What's it called? What's the short called?
Taubman.
Okay.
Mr. Phillips?
Yeah, I need a
Yes, I know.
passport. I needed a passport.
I'm sure you do. You need to renew or you haven't had a passport, Mr. Phillips.
No, I've never needed one before. I need a passport to see my son. He lives abroad.
So 10, 15, 20 years down the line, you know, is it kind of that whole thing of see what comes? Are you hoping to still be at Corrie, or are you
I wouldn't mind. I
with...
wouldn't mind being there for a long time. Like I say, it's not. It's like people say, do you not get bored of playing sing? And it's like, well, no, because I mean everything has happened to him in his life, and I think he's still in his fucking 20s. So a lot has happened, and he's only in his 20s. So imagine what the character would be like if he's in his 40s, 30s, whatever. Do you know what I mean? A lot can change. So, but it's the thing that ties people there for a long time. I think it's the people that we work with.
The environment.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
What were the move like from
I loved it.
Media
Piece
City?
of piss for me, because it takes me 10 minutes to get to work now, whereas it used to take...
Ages.
Well, no, 20. I mean, it's not like...
It's an hard life.
Oh, God. Oh, yeah.
That's it.
That's funny.
Yeah, man. Excellent. Well, I think that's about it, Jack.
Cool.
You've been spot on. Thank you for coming down.
I like the treehouse, but where's, like, your cups of teas and your biscuits?
We're working on it. We're working on it. You won't want to drink a tea now, though. It's like we're in a fucking greenhouse.
Yeah.
But yeah, don't worry, I'll work on it. I'll tell you what, for the next guest...
Or beer next time. A beer would be good.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'll get a fridge and I'll fill it with beer and tea. And on the teas, it'll say, brought to you by Jack P. Shepherd. And we'll say that you kind of pushed that initiative.
That idea?
Yeah.
Not on the beers?
Yeah, on the beers, if you want me to do it on the beers as well. I'll do it on the beers.
Yeah.
All right, sound. Well, spot on. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Do I get up and leave?
No, I just usually like shake hands like this.
Shake hands.
And then we've got to pretend that there's a camera there as well, because now we're going to turn and look at it. There you go. And that's it for another episode of Isaac Chats. If you want to view some more episodes, just head over to www.IsaacWho.com. And don't forget, guys, we've got a competition going on right now where you can win your own showreel or live session. All you got to do is subscribe to our YouTube. Easy peasy. But for now, that's it from me and Jack. See you later.